Hello, my wonderful people. Good morning to you anywhere you are watching or coming across my platform. If it is your first time and you like what we do here, kindly subscribe. Put on your notification bell to all notifications. This will enable you to know when we upload a new video. Here in Linda's TV show, we react to all forms of news, we inform, educate the members of the public about the happening in the globe. Disclaimer: we do not promote misleading information, hate speech, violence, or trying to instigate war. No, we are only here to inform, educate, react, sanitize, enlighten the members of the public. And I also seize this opportunity to appreciate you, YouTube, for creating and managing this wonderful platform that we are using to disseminate information. And again, a call for self-determination is never a call for war. We do not promote gossip here. So we don't react to gossip videos, rather videos that will promote the growth of Biafra, which is my heritage. So my great people, I'm not going to talk too much. There is something that is happening. I wish our political nderiri will get sense after these things that is happening. Remember, Yaya Bello, the EFCC said they want to go and grab Yaya Bello, but they cannot. To show you that, Owondi Igbo kemepụtara EFCC, onye oyibo ọbụla achịcha ha na pụọ gbam the EFCC eje jide. If not, Buhari kwesịrị ịnọ na nga ugbu a. But because of all ndị bai ka emebere ndị EFCC, onye ọbụla mere ife ka disi naira disi ha na-ekwu ọ maka ndị bai ka ha ya eji ya wee this Bana chief priest nwoke agwaghị ego na ụkwụrụ ha ji hapụ ya kịta ya ha ekwe ka a na-eji ya na-amịrịsị ego. But let's listen to what our brother, although he's from Yoruba, but he have the Biafran spirit in him, in the person of Mayegu Diary. I give you respect. I have been following and I like your program. Your programs are very, very educative. So let's listen to what he have to say. Then we'll come to the comment section to share our opinion. You can agree and disagree with what he said, but let us do it constructively so that nobody will be offended at the last. Thanks for watching.
The fanatic Kwankwasia members refused to remove his red cap as a mark of loyalty to the NNPP and the Kwankwasia movement. Yet he claimed to be a member of the APC. Impersonation is a criminal offense punishable by law. We call on the Inspector General of Police and indeed the Director General of the State Service to immediately arrest the impostors and prosecute them to serve as deterrent to others willing to orchestrate such devilish acts in future. These are people who openly threaten the judiciary during the tribunal days. They have no regard for the rule of law or any constituted authority other than the NNPP-led Kano state government. If these impostors are not arrested and prosecuted immediately, in a short while, some members of the PDP and that of Labour Party may constitute themselves and suspend President Bola Ahmed Tinubu from the APC. And this is why we are calling on the Director General of the State Service, the Inspector General of Police, and all relevant security agencies that those who purportedly suspended the active national chairman of the APC are not members of the party. They are impostors, and the IGP, DSS, and other security agencies should fish them out, arrest them, and prosecute them to serve as deterrent to others. Thank you.
Nuisance Lele. Did you see all of that Oyibo, all of that gargantuans? Is because a thief is the national chairman of APC, Egbekegbe, and is being held for his crime. And that is why you are hearing all of that, DSS, Nigeria, this, and you should come in and if they just hand him over to the Kano State Anti-Corruption Agency. I know the video showed Gandola collecting bribe 16 times. He collected over $5 million. 5 million cash. They were bringing it in cash. He was collecting $5 million. And in the Bible, they say if your eye make you sin, what did they say you should do to it? Remove it. And now if you must say the 10 commandments, I think Moses' commandments. If you are caught in Sharia, listen to this. If you are caught in Sharia stealing, now from here they go first give you the long sleeve. They go cut off one hand. If you steal again, they will cut off the second one. Then that means you can't steal. But if they still say you don't steal again, they will cut it to short sleeve. You don't steal again, this is this is like something we say they have to cut the second one to short sleeve again. If you can't steal again, and your own situation is beyond ordinary in here. But they have, from record, once they remove this and remove this in Sharia, except you can't even have any hand to carry bowl. So it simply means that except when you are doing like that, you are, asking for arms and all that. So in Sharia, when you steal, they cut off your hand. So in this case of a Gandola, that will save everybody all this grammar. All this grammar, you won't need them. Because the situation is the same. In Kaduna, all because El Rufaya was their governor. So Gandola told his supporters that some enemies are coming for us. Enemies who don't want us, blah, blah. Enemies who want to come and get Tifnumbu. All of this, Gandola said, Tifnumbu told him not to worry. Gasikiane, no worry, no worry, no worry, kind of like this one. You understand? Don't worry. Jia and sugar kabasa. I can't get that. Listen.
Jia na shugaban kasa. Sai masa bayani yace akwai hakuri kuma ya gode muku abin da kuka. Masha Allah. Na gaya masa abin da aka yi dodore. Ƙwarai da gaske. Sai gobe ma zai yace ya yarda. Amma ku yi hakuri. Wannan kujera da suke hari ya ce kujerar nan ta zauna daren dam. Gwamnatin jihar Kano kujerar shugabancin APC ta Najeriya tana kan Abdullahi Umar Gandoji. Ya ce wannan kujera tana nan daren da.
70 years old man.
So Gandola told them they shouldn't worry themselves. Tifnumbu had assured him that let them say whatever, I'm not going to remove you. Okay? But if you hear breaking news tomorrow that Gandola has been removed, that means that Tifnumbu changed his mind. But that is yet to be seen. The same can be said of, APC, Egbekegbe, Egbekegbe na bad society. APC. Egbekegbe. Egbekegbe na bad society. APC. Egbekegbe. Sort of. A word or, yeah, I think it's a word, chairman of APC, Egbekegbe, a demand called Ariyo Ajiroba, all the way from Ondo State, where they are preparing to have their governorship primary, APC, Egbekegbe. See, old man that will see people like you, young ones, and tell you that these are this generation, all they know is money, 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 money. They don't want to work. All this young generation, they don't have any patience. They don't have any respect. This young generation, they are spoiled. Baba, these are Baba who are like career criminals. And this one, let me say, start them now. Well, anyway, as a member of APC, Egbekegbe, others moved on him when they said he started producing the membership card, something like a pass that they will use, okay, in securing the party ticket on who will become the governorship candidate of APC, Egbekegbe in Ondo State. See, this old man is somebody that will probably tell you, you lack home training, you lack moral, you don't have respect. Or when you see old men, supposed grown-up babas, involved in criminalities kind of like this one, right? So you then ask yourself, say, oh, like you will never change. Criminals also grow old and they live among us. Like this old man. None of my business, but I saw that on the way and I wanted to show you.
What was that? I started campaign. 2 weeks ago.
Yes, sir. They gave you the right.
That if there's somebody that didn't have
The voting card.
so we should register them. That is all.
Okay.
For the voting.
Are you an executive in your ward?
Exactly.
You are an executive. Okay, and you are a member of APC.
Exactly.
What is the constitution, the bylaw of that APC spell out concerning the issue of registration of the membership?
Although I cannot answer that.
Can we take our leave now? Let's go to the nearest place. Yes, with all these documents. Let's go with that.
Enjoy this arrangement. Our some police station. This is all my membership card.
Please, let's stand all these passports.
It's part of the evidence, please. It's part of the evidence.
All these passports.
I can't even.
Let's stand all these passports.
It's part of the evidence.
How many passports? How many passports?
You come and say it.
Please, let's count it. Let's count it. Please, let's count it. All the passports.
Legislation has closed.
Okay, let's count all these things. How many? 1.
They review a lot,
2.
so this is.
Don't worry. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do we still have any other ones, sir? 13, 14.
What is you having inside the last month?
Okay, let me see it.
I just
Don't worry, no.
it's not registered though. It's not registered.
How many do I count before?
This one is not registered.
I want to know who are these people. Who own this?
This one is not registered.
Where do you get all these ones?
Hello? Move on.
Momo. This one is not registered. Gentlemen, but it's about to This one is not registered.
It's about to be registered.
It's about to
Nigeria is so corrupt, which I regret the day I was born in this country. It's unfair. This is unfair now. This is unfair. Nigeria is so corrupt, which I regret the day I was born in this country. It's unfair.
It's unfair. Imagine the older people perpetuating fraud, which they expect to influence the results of their own party's, what do you call that again? Nomination, Abi. And then those guys, they will go on to unleash more and more poverty on their people. A lot of you have your parents who are members of political parties here and there, involved in different shady criminal manipulation to bring about the sadistic, heartless, criminals that are lording it over everybody all over that contraption, Nigeria. But to you, my daddy is a politician. He's all this old timer politician. They have been, that stuff. But this is exactly what they do. And the end goal, this is not Somalia, somewhere in Yoruba land. Our people look like those who went to go and collect relief materials from World Food Organization, the World Food Program. And the other people who are contributing food to help the victims of, survivors of war. Yoruba land, yo.
In the time of poverty like this, the economic principle of Yusuf is what everybody should apply in his own lives. Eat little, save more. You don't know what is happening. Kese la nri lowo, makasakasa timbo. A dollar was just 800 naira or thereabout a couple of months ago. Now a dollar is over 1,000 naira. How much will it go? Nobody knows. Tori to nse falafulu. Ogba salary ikilawa. Ìgbéraga week. Or gbéra rẹ̀ sanle láìpẹ́. Eat little and save more. Ayé tá ń jẹ chicken kọ́ la wà yìí mọ́. Ayé shawarma kọ́ mọ́. Ayé ice cream kọ́. Mú gààrí. Jẹ pọ̀nmọ́. Gbàgbé táwọn doctors sọ pé kò ní nutritional value. Kí ló fẹ́ nutritional value pẹ̀lú kíní? Jẹ pọ̀nmọ́. Mú gààrí. Orí ẹja. Wàláì kò rẹ́rìn. Boba.
What are we do today? Today, I will live up my voice in place. Oh, yeah, what I do, you are always there for me. Yeah. Oh, my God, you are my only Lord. Forever when they say,
I will praise the Lord. They have turned our people to Alimajiri of Kaduna, Alimajiri of Kano. Our people are carrying bag of rice in their hundreds because of hunger. Hunger created by APC, Egbekegbe, in the last 10 years, Nigeria. They destroyed farms. They destroyed the economy. They destroyed the currency. They destroyed the morality of the people. They destroyed everything destroyable. And they want to offer the solution by telling us the contributors to all of this are working among us, and now they have their time. Like those of Kaduna. Yeah. They are investigating what El Rufai did to them in Kaduna. And the former speaker, you know, they are probing him now that all the loans he took, there is nothing to show for them. All because he has something to say about Kolu and the subsidy and the economy and his incompetence and other things they are yet to tell us. Here, the Genesis, might just take you there quick, yeah?
I wish to align myself with
The 13-member committee was formed in response to the Kaduna debt profile amounting to $587 million and another 85 billion naira, along with 115 contractual liabilities. This development follows a town hall meeting with stakeholders and the public led by Kaduna State Governor Ubasani, addressing the state's financial situation. The Kaduna State House of Assembly is establishing the committee to investigate the methods employed in obtaining the loans, as well as the status of projects abandoned by contractors within the state.
Findings on 3 issues: approvals of all the debts, appropriated funds for the projects, and other finances related to the state's social infrastructure.
Speaking to journalists after the plenary session, House Committee Chairman on Public Accounts, Mugu Yusuf, emphasized the need for this investigation given its public interest.
So by the time we verify through this powerful committee, lucky enough that the Speaker and all members have accepted to constitute, we'll find out to know the position of things. And so that if anybody is involved, whether individual, whether organization, or contractors or contracts are awarded and they are not done properly, we will definitely recommend for sanctions and for refund of all money, regardless of whoever is involved.
We're not accusing anybody, but all we are saying is that you cannot, before you collect loan or before they give you loan, you will tell them what you want to use the loan for. And then you cannot collect that loan and then the job is not done and people keep quiet.
The committee has been tasked with submitting its report within 1 month.
Well, everybody knows that El Rufai collected the money and he stole it. If they can't find what he used the money for in their state, then the money is stolen. This committee, that committee, that is just a drama. Just come out and tell us how much is missing and where do you think the money is. And who collected what? They are already there. All the other things, they are just a bit of a side attraction. But here is what I believe the former speaker of the same Kaduna House had to say about the loan. We did not even approve the loan, he said.
My honorable colleagues, I remain Yusuf member representing the West. This is my day for a year. I've been waiting for this day, and the day is today. I suffered a lot, but fighting not give approvals of loans. Some of my colleagues are around. They are still members of this hard champion, including my party, the former speaker. They are all against me. Say I should give governor approvals. I say no. We need to know how many loans we have. Can we pay? I suffered a lot. Now, even the present governor, I met him once. I brought his attention. Your Excellency, these loans, the former governor is taking left, right, and center. I believe he's planning something. He said, no, I said, sir, you what's this? Yes. Yes. I don't treat them. You what's this? We are please, you see, they are all our leaders. So, someone may shock it, and I said, it's okay. I want to supply myself with the mover of this matter of public importance. It's very important to do this. This is the right time. Because the particular states, they can only pay salary. Even the salary, sometimes they have to borrow to pay salary. Thank you.
But the hypocrisy about these guys is that just like the rogues who are with the druggie, the Flumbu, or should I say the criminals who were with Bokuwari, they were all there praising, they would praise you. When Rufaya was there, the little Hitler, the Kaduna little finger, he was like the Lord of the Manor. All of them were doing that to him. They were praising him to his face. Now he's no longer that powerful. He can no longer do anything to them. So now they are now like, but these ones who are there will do the same thing and even worse. And they will never dare say it to his face. That's the hypocrisy of, the power. Because if you dare challenge it, you will not have your own share. And a lot of them want to have their share of the largesse. What do you expect? Let's go to another thing. Ladies and gentlemen, today, the leader of the IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, appeared in court. I think there are some details you also need to know of what is really going on. I want you to see this first, and we had that later.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Or after the court case?
Okay.
Can I pass, please? Thank you. I'm recording. Tell Bobo.
I
So is it?
Council, you can just 2 minutes privately. Yeah.
No camera, no camera. Came and video last time.
So what happened in their court today? Number one, his own defense, which believes that the Supreme Court ruling that ordered for what they believe a continued or resumed trial with the restoration of all of the last or reinstatement of his bail. But Binta Nyako today threatened to postpone or adjourn Nnamdi Kanu's trial or the sham trial indefinitely. And indefinitely means his case will never be brought up again until whenever they wish. And what's our reason? Our reason is that the defense, that is Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers, they were kind of submitting or protesting how the DSS, how they have been treating him and how they have been treating his legal team. That number one, all the applications they put forward before Nyako have been sort of rejected, even without any real opposition to this from the supposed Nigeria prosecutor. Nnamdi Kanu is not provided with the exclusive sort of a privilege of lawyer-client relationship or sort of privacy. According to his legal team, the DSS in Nigeria, they placed a recording camera in the room where Nnamdi Kanu is engaging with his lawyer. And whenever the lawyer is leaving the facility, especially with a dictate or some dictates from Nnamdi Kanu, like when you rub mind with your clients, and you decided that, okay, yeah, maybe we should try this or try that next, they will take all of this away from him. He is not allowed to take out any sort of writing or so from his clients. He can't sit down to discuss, the case without the DSS sort of recording it, only to go play it to, people believe that they sort of transfer that to their lawyer, the prosecuting lawyer, a prosecution lawyer. So his defense team, they've made repeated requests from, repeated requests to the Nyako's court. Number one is access to his own medical doctors for assessment, access to better facilities like medical facilities like hospital. He is suffering from different kind of medical, diagnosis, so to say. So many of them so dangerous that they are life-threatening. I mean, they presented evidence of the supposed doctors, the doctors provided by the DSS to check him. I mean, the DSS provided their own doctors to check him. Their own doctor came out and they gave a report that he needed a serious and urgent medical attention in a better equipped facility. But DSS didn't let him have that. And on several occasions, all of these have been presented as a means of protest, application, request, and all of that to the court of Binta Nyako. And in most cases, Binta Nyako will give order. Oh, let him have access to a better medical facility. Or let his doctor come and check him. And the DSS will blatantly disobey those orders. And when Nnamdi Kanu appeared in their court again, and the same, even last time, he personally made a personal request to Dibinta and Yako. Save my life, except if you really want me to die, or you are all going to wait till they say he's dying. Now let's release him. He said it right to the face of Binta and Yako. He said, they want me dead. That is why they are doing all of this. They do not have any case to try or anything. They just wanted me dead. They want me dead. And Yako was angry and mad today that Nnamdi Kanu is not ready to come and defend this case. So she threatened to adjourn it indefinitely if Nnamdi Kanu's defense team failed to put up their defense or whatever by the 20th of May, which is next month. And then that was when she adjourned. It simply means it's going to be a status quo remains. Nothing changes. They want him dead. And I don't know how some of you probably really deals with this. So Nnamdi Kanu is asking that the Igbos should defend themselves as they pursue, they should defend themselves against the Fulani terrorists who are coming to ravage and ransack their land. And what he was saying at the time is what some of you now say freely now. Oh, we need to defend ourselves. We need to stand up. We need to fight this and that. And they are locking him up for that. I mean, I don't know how you will manage to explain to any rational mind not to see this whole thing as the same systemic profiling of the Igbos. Igbophobia in short. Because what exactly would you say he has done to warrant Tinubu to continue the Boko Haram's Fulani jihadist conquest and fight? What? Like somebody would say, majority of those who were the victims of Boko Haram's jihadist terrorist government using the instrumentality of the Nigerian states to hunt down the supposed Nigerians who publicly either exposed their scheme or agenda, or they became very much outspoken against that murderous regime, incarcerated, exiled, or what have you. We have seen how many of them have been let go for some behind-the-scene arrangements that suddenly became working when Tinubu was there. But when it got to that of an Igbo man, that system is no longer working. They are keeping an innocent man in jail with millions of his own comrades, kith and kin and kinsmen, so to say. And they are watching how you are actually running this your one Nigeria. I told you, if anybody tells you that don't blame Tinubu, blame Boko Haram for the illegal detention and the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu, the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu, and the attempted of killing Nnamdi Kanu as soon as possible, all of these are no longer Boko Haram's responsibility. Don't ever join them to say, but it was Boko Haram now, so you wanted Tinubu to release him so that the Fulani say, it is no longer Boko Haram's problem. It is now Tinubu's problem. And every day that Nnamdi Kanu spend in that illegal detention, the torture, the denial, and everything, if he dies, Tinubu will be held responsible for the death of Nnamdi Kanu. Just as every day is locked up right now, Tinubu is responsible for that. And there will be consequences. You may tell yourself, nothing will happen. That's all right. It's okay. I've told you this many times. There are some days you will see those who told you that this contraption is untouchable, is non-negotiable, and every other nonsense they've told you. You will see them on the run, and you will be wondering, is this really happening? Because it will. Sooner or later. It will. And then I will keep requesting, let the innocent guy go. He has done nothing wrong. He wanted Biafra, so he wanted these people to stand up against the Fulani terrorists. Why are you not in support of that? Do you actually support, the bloody jihadist campaign of the Fulani terrorists in Nigeria? Do you? So what else, what will you say is the offense of Nnamdi Kanu again? What? We'll keep putting it out there. If anything happened to Nnamdi Kanu, Tinubu shall be held responsible. And I say this with all sense of sincerity. And the Agbadorians who want him dead or killed, may you actually be able to live through the consequences of such happening. May you. Let's go to the next one. But this sounds like a tea break. Good luck, Egbere Jolantan once said.
Thinking about how we've been having this conversation about the unity of Nigeria. And I reflect back at some of the prominent statements made by some of our founding leaders. And I feel that probably this will help us to have a conversation on the Nigerian unity. I just brought four, not to bore you. First, and I quote, not my statement, Nigeria is not a nation. It's a mere geographical expression. There are no Nigerians in the same sense as there are English, Welsh, or French. The word Nigerian is merely a distinctive appellation to distinguish those who live within the boundaries of Nigeria from those who do not. This is accredited to Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the former Prime Minister of the Western region. The second one, and I quote, it is true that we politicians always delight in talking loosely about the unity of Nigeria. 60 years ago, there was no country called Nigeria. What is now Nigeria consisted of several large and small communities, all of which were different in their outlooks and beliefs. The advent of the British and that of Western education has not materially altered the situation, and the many and varied communities have not knit themselves into a composite unit. This is accredited to Sir Amadou Bello, former Premier of Northern Region. The third, and I quote, since 1914, the British government has been trying to make Nigeria into one country. But the Nigerian people themselves are historically different in their backgrounds, in their religious beliefs and customs, and do not show themselves any sign of willingness to unite. The Nigerian unity is only a British intention for the country. This is...
And that is so true. One Nigeria, one united Nigeria is only the British intention for their colony. The people they call Nigerians are just an appellation given to people in that geographical expression. As for the people they are in, for 60 years, they have never attempted to be one. We have never attempted to be one. It's just the politicians who talk loosely. Nigeria unity is not negotiable. Nigeria's kinika is, and you educated idiots trying to sound politically correct. This country is a great country. God created this country. God, now so something where God, your God, now something where your God create, now so it be. We don't like ourselves. All we need is to respect ourselves and in our respective countries. Why is that too much for you to understand? Why are you holding on to something that is not real? They lie to you and now you find out, yet you won't let go. Anyway, we shall see. Thank you, Jare Jolantan. That was a very good one there coming from your mouth, even though they are not your words. But they are very good for this period. Guys, I am going to belabor you with some tantrums fight between the obedient and the Agbadorians. And I actually chose to play you this video, or this audio rather, because a lot of you have heard about gaslighting by the APC. I am talking about how they use religion, tribe, and then they accuse you of what they are doing. Are you listening? So they will accuse you. When APC accuses you of something, you lack this, you don't have this or that, you are a bigot, you are a religious. They are doing exactly what they are, and you will be there like, me. Is it because I said Tinubu is a druggie? Does that then quickly just make me a bigot who hates Yorubas? But Tinubu is a drug dealer. So me as an Igbo man, if I call him a drug dealer, how does that make me somebody who hates Yorubas? The APC, I am talking about starting from the Buhari days, the Buhari Dideris, the Buhari Denotus, the Buhari Dijatus, the Buhari Shukus, the Ungos Yaris, the Unneka Aris, the Unnena Haris too. The sophisticated morons, obedient fools, and humbled slaves. It's those ones who are like the bat idiots, the bastard, Lagos Abobakus, Oshogbo Alimajiris. Those crumb eaters, crumb chasers, ass lickers, including their uncles and aunties abroad, who will quickly gaslight you. And you begin to kind of doubt yourself and be like, they wanted you to believe that if you say something about Tinubu, it is simply that you hate Yoruba. No, it is not true. It is not true. They say to you that if you are a Yoruba who does not agree with a druggie, that should never be anybody's role model, not a role model for any younger generation. He and his history entirely should be expunged from our history completely by the right people when the time is right to put this history of Yoruba land together. Somebody like Amodashon Golere, Tinubu Kolu, the Jaga Addicti, you will expunge everything about him totally from our history. Nobody must read about him. So there are Yorubas who believe that, including me. But do you know that the Olori Bruku Abobakus?
Hello, my wonderful people. As we have finished watching this interesting video, please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively. Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.